Sam Newsome from Agripath, and we've talked a little bit about the different classes of country here, being this more easterly aspect country, which is highly improved and the long fertiliser history and fenced up a lot more. And out behind us is the more native country. You might just give us a bit of commentary, Matt, about, we talked about getting larger mob sizes for rest and for grazing pressure, and you've also got this, you know, some cows going to Herefords, others are going to Angus. You've got lighter cows to consider. We're trying to avoid a repeat of some of those first and second calvers not going back in calf with a tough season last year, and a later weaning the year before, basically, which compounded that. So I might just get you to comment on what you're thinking in terms of how many mobs, and particularly when you're both working and you're flat out, and your time's important, so you can't be moving a lot of different mobs of cattle to achieve that rest.
Yeah, that's I guess something that we've probably focused on a lot in the MLA challenge, I suppose, Sam, is that how the system has been running and what the labour requirements are around that system, and you know, how that'll actually, I guess, fit in with the way things are for us, given that, you know, we've got, I guess, some complexities in that we live off farm at the moment. And both Ange and I work outside of the farm as well. So, you know, we've obviously got some fairly significant time constraints on when we're here. We want to make sure that, you know, we're as effective as possible in having those larger mobs of cows, because, you know, there's less, I guess, you know, by moving them, it's pretty simple to move them from one to the other, as opposed to sort of saying, well, they're running out of feed now, what's our option? We've got to start hand feeding or something like that. By moving them from one paddock to another, we're resting paddocks, and therefore we're creating a spell there that's actually allowing those paddocks to recover from a growth point of view. And so we do know what we've got from a feed base in front of us, and those cattle can then be moved back onto it. And I mean, you know, this is a really good example. This paddock was shut up, which normally would have been grazed right through the summer period, and we've now got a, you know, fantastic base of feed for cattle to be pushed up onto. So, you know, we're doing a number of things to try and improve our labour efficiency on the farm. You know, that'll include obviously looking at some of our infrastructure and how we can actually improve them. We've got a number of laneways in the place at the moment that work really well, but we're sort of looking at other fencing. We've done a little bit of fencing already now. We've added some dams in to try and improve our water, and therefore we're getting better utilisation of all our paddocks right across the place. So we'll just continually keep looking at that and seeing how we can make those improvements across the place from a labour point of view as well.